WandaVision Episode 7. So, I don't really have much to go over. There is a lot of things to go over, but I just don't feel the need to talk about a lot of it. So, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled on WandaVision Episode 7, don't watch this video, but if you're okay with it, keep watching. So, yeah, I have one big complaint about this episode, and it's kind of more of a complaint of the series as a whole. Before, it wasn't quite as big of a problem, but in episode 7, the fact that these episodes are way too short, and there was rumors that these last 3 would be about an hour long. It wasn't. It was about 30-some minutes, just like the other episodes. So, yeah, we just don't have enough time to fully, develop each of the mini storylines that are happening in each episode. They should have done 45-minute to 50-minute episodes, but it's still good. It's actually still really good. I just wanted a little bit more, but if the sources are correct, we might be getting a much longer last episode. So if they can end this thing with a bang, then the shorter episodes are a little bit more forgivable. But this episode just felt way too short. So with that out of the way, let's talk about what was good about this episode. And there was a lot. So I love the way this episode is shot. It's trying to play out like The Office. It's the early 2000s sitcom. And it's done very well. It's pretty similar. You can tell exactly what they are going for with this episode. Some of the other episodes, you can't really tell what TV show they're trying to play off of. But in this episode, it was very clear and very cleverly done. And there was actually some of the best jokes were in this episode. And it was fun. Also, just seeing somewhat depressed Wanda now that everything's just falling apart around her. It's a very interesting way to continue the story. I liked the story of this episode, probably the best out of any of these episodes. The execution was well done. This is definitely the best episode, I'd say. We see Monica Rambeau get her powers, and I really don't know much about her from the comics or what her powers are, but it's definitely interesting to see her now become a super being and being able to face off against Wanda. That was very interesting. And so it's setting up for a much bigger finale. We aren't quite there yet, but interesting things are happening. They've been happening throughout the series, but we're starting to get a lot more payoff rather than mystery. And the biggest reveal obviously being Agatha Harkness being the main villain, which a lot of people saw that coming. I kind of knew it was going to happen, but there was it was well done to the point where in some of the other episodes, I'm like, is she actually going to be a villain? But yeah, now she's definitely the villain. And it was kind of clever the way they did that little song about how it was Agatha all along and showing what she was doing behind the scenes. It was just a little fun bit. And then it ends, good cliffhanger. I kind of enjoy cliffhangers, but it just felt like it was too short. I didn't mind the ending. It just felt too unexpected, I guess, because I didn't feel like we got enough. But yeah, I already touched on that. And we still don't know. I mean, a lot of people probably think that Agatha is the one behind everything, and she might be, but I mean, from what I've seen of her in the comics, through whatever sources that I've watched and who talk about her, I'm not sure if she has that level of power where she can make this Westview world. I guess she does have Wanda's power helping that, but I still feel like there's someone bigger at play. I don't know if Agatha is just a pawn in the hand of a bigger villain, but we know that she's a villain now, and that probably took a lot of people by surprise. It was well done. I will say it was clever, and just like the rest of the show, it's been very clever so far. There's nothing been super, like, amazing. This episode gets close, but we still haven't gotten that, like, great moment that's going to leave this in, like, in the great of MCU. So, overall, as an episode, I give episode 7 a 90%. It was solid. It was very consistent and good overall. There's nothing absolutely amazing, but it all levels out to make a very enjoyable, easy to watch, quick, entertaining, about 35 minutes or so. So, yeah, it's definitely a much watch. But overall, our series score, the overall score for the series is still at 85%. Not a terrible score, but still not great. It doesn't even reach close so far to the top tier MCU, and that's kind of disappointing. But once again, 2 episodes left. We might get a big finale, which might bump this up to close to an A-list level. We'll see. So, tell me what you thought of episode 7. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help you be on the lookout for more videos from Luke Filmboss.